Hello everybody, good day to everyone. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Amy and this is yoga. So we're going to get started by taking a nice comfortable seated cross-legged position towards the center of the mat, shoulders over your hips, spine is nice and long. Go ahead and bring your palms up, fingers spread nice and wide, and really focus on softening your eyes. So for those of you just joining this channel, we do focus a lot on the breath. And keep in mind that one inhalation and one exhalation constitutes one breath. So go ahead and start to breathe, inhaling, allowing your abdomen to expand. And exhale, focus on the hush of your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And on your next inhalation, reach your arms up, begin to turn your gaze upward towards your hands. And exhale, release your arms down, fingertips grazing your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release your arms down. And again, inhale, reach. And exhale, release your arms down. This time as you inhale, reach your right arm up and side stretch over to your left, allowing your rib cage to expand fully. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, carve your right arm through. Inhale, open up your arms. And exhale, release your arms down by your side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach your left arm up and side stretch over to your right this time for a couple of breaths. Inhale. Exhale, carve your left arm through. Inhale, open up your arms. And exhale, release your arms down by your side. Inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward, hinging at your hips, folding into your seated cross-legged position. Now, listen to your body all throughout this routine. I want you to make sure that you're not really forcing those stretches. So only fold into your seated cross-legged position as far as your body will allow you to go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walk your hands in. And exhale to tabletop position so that your wrists are directly below your shoulders and your knees are directly below your hips. Inhale into cow, gentle back bend, lift your gaze up. And exhale, round through into cat, tucking in your tailbone and taking your chin to your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and this time bring your elbows towards the mat, scoop through chest then chin. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Elbows, chest then chin. Inhale to cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Elbows, chest then chin. Inhale into cow, and as you exhale, tuck in your tailbone to cat and take your hips back to your heels, coming into your first child's rest of the routine. Now, in child's rest, if you need to keep your eyes closed, you may certainly feel free to do so. If at any time this starts to become too strenuous for you as we go along, you may certainly feel free to come into child's rest. Breathe deeply. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, walk your hands in so that you're coming to a nice comfortable seated position with your hips to your heels. Inhale, reach your arms up. Bring your palms together. And as you exhale, take your fingertips towards the nape of your neck with your elbows extended as high as you can get them to go. Inhale. Exhale, tuck in your tailbone while keeping your elbows extended high. I'm going to stay here for a couple of breaths. You should feel a gentle opening into the back of the upper arms and into your upper back and shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at your hips. And take your elbows towards the front of your mat. Take deep breaths, allowing your low back to expand on every inhalation. Inhale. Exhale, tuck in your tailbone and come all the way back up to sitting. Inhale, reach your arms up, lift your gaze up, and exhale, lower your arms down. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, open broadly into your chest, tipping your chin up just slightly. I'm going to stay here for about 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, allowing your shoulders to round downward towards the mat. Feeling a gentle release through your shoulders, through your back, into your hips. On your next inhalation, tuck in your tailbone, come all the way up. Exhale, open into your chest, bringing your shoulder blades together. Inhale, release your hands, bring your arms up. And exhale, fold, returning to your child's rest with arms extended. On your next inhalation, come back to tabletop position. And as you exhale, curl your toes under, knees and hips, come up to downward facing dog. Now in downward facing dog, you do not have to have your legs fully extended. What I do want you to focus on here is the elongation of your spine as well as the even weight distribution of downward facing dog. So I want you to try to keep your hands and wrists lined up with your shoulders, feet lined up with your hips. Inhale, exhale, begin to roll through your feet, walking the dog. Make sure that you're pressing evenly through all 4 corners of both hands. Little by little, I want you to feel as though you're starting to reach your heels closer to the mat. Inhale, hold downward facing dog. Exhale, walk your hands to your toes. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up and bring your palms together. Exhale, take your hands to Namaste. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinging at your hips. Inhale, come halfway up. Bring your hands just below your knees or just above your knees. Make sure that you're not placing your hands against your knees. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can flatten your back just a little bit more here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, release your arms down into forward fold. In forward fold, much like with downward facing dog, you do not have to have the legs fully extended. What I want you to focus on is the decompression of your spine from the back of your skull going all the way down towards your tailbone. So I want you to relax the back of your neck. Let gravity do the work for you. Inhale. Exhale, clasp your elbows and gently swing from side to side. Inhale, hold to center. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, walk your hands forward, coming back to downward facing dog. We're going to stay here for just a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, take your knees into the mat, coming back to tabletop position. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Inhale. Exhale, elbows, chest, then chin, scoop through. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Elbows, chest, and chin. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round through cat. Elbows, chest, and chin. Inhale into cow. Exhale, round through to cat. Take your hips to your heels, returning to child's rest. for about 5 breaths. On your next inhalation, walk your hands in towards your knees, sitting back on your heels. Arms come up. Bring your palms together and exhale. Take your fingertips towards the nape of your neck, extending the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, tuck in your tailbone. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at your hips. Be very mindful, be very careful here that you're releasing very slowly to extend the elbows forward towards the top of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, tuck in your tailbone, come all the way back up to sitting. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lower your arms down, interlacing your fingers behind your back. Inhale, really open broadly into your chest, releasing into your heart center, and tip your chin up slightly. We're going to stay here for about 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward, allowing the shoulders to round downward for 5 breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Really focus on the hush of those exhalations. Inhale. Come all the way back up. Exhale, release your arms. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, fold forward. Releasing back into child's rest with arms extended or extended child's rest. Inhale to tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Begin to find the even weight distribution of downward facing dog. Again, focusing on the elongation of your spine, and walk the dog. Focus on working with your breath as you walk the dog. Inhale, lift one heel. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale, hold downward facing dog. Exhale, walk your hands to your toes. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up. Bring your palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale. Exhale, release the back of your neck. Inhale. Exhale, clasp your elbows and gently swing from side to side. Inhale, hold to center. Exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, come halfway up for 5 breaths. Really think about pulling your spine nice and long once again. Inhale. Exhale, release forward. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Coming back to downward facing dog for a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale, take your knees to your mat. Inhale into cow. This time as you exhale into cat, curl your toes under. and come back to downward facing dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, begin to tuck in your tailbone, take the right knee to your nose, and step your right foot between your hands. Take your left knee to the mat. Inhale, arms come up to low lunge, opening into your chest. Exhale, release your arms down, placing all four corners of both hands into the mat. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the left knee up. Exhale, step forward, coming to forward fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, reach up, bring your palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step your right leg back. Exhale, right knee into the mat. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, release your arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the right knee up. And exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, knees, elbows, chest and chin. And this time, inhale into a baby cobra. We're gonna stay here for about 5 breaths. In your cobra, I want you to make sure that you're keeping your glutes engaged to help take the strain off the low back, to help support that low back. Really think about hugging your elbows in tight towards your rib cage. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, release your brow into the mat. Inhale to tabletop. And exhale to child's rest. For about 5 breaths. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, tuck in your tailbone, take the left knee towards your nose, and step your left foot between your hands, right knee into the mat. Inhale, arms come up to low lunge. Exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the right knee, and exhale, step forward. Inhale all the way up to standing, reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the left leg back. Exhale, left knee into the mat. Inhale, arms up to low lunge. Exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the left knee. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, knees, elbows, chest, and chin. Scoop through and inhale to a baby cobra. Once again for 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale, lower your brow down. Inhale to tabletop. And exhale to child's rest. Again for 5 breaths. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, left knee to the mat. Inhale, arms up to low lunge. Exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the left knee. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, all the way up to standing. Reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the right leg back. Exhale, right knee into the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the right knee. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, knees, elbows, chest, and chin. Scoop through and inhale to baby cobra. Exhale, lower your brow down. Inhale to tabletop. And exhale to child's rest for a couple of breaths. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot between your hands. Right knee to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under. Lift the right knee. Exhale, step forward. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach up, palms together. Exhale, hands to Namaste. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the left leg back. Exhale, left knee to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower your arms down. Inhale, curl your toes under, lift the left knee. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, knees, elbows, just then chin. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, brow down. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale to child's rest. And we're going to stay here for 5 breaths this time. Inhale to tabletop position. This time as you exhale, downward facing dog, and inhale to 3-legged dog. And we're going to remain again for 5 breaths. Now in 3-legged dog, I want you to really focus on rooting down into and engaging the base leg, or in this case the left leg. And I want you to really focus on engaging into the right hip, engaging the glute to open into the front of that hip a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, see if you can lift the right leg a little higher. Inhale, exhale, take your right knee to your nose. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose, and step your right foot between your hands. Turn your left foot out to a 45-degree angle. Inhale, arms up into Warrior One. Now in Warrior One, I want you to try to keep your shoulders and your hips nice and square. So I'm going to go ahead and turn to face you so you can see a little bit more clearly. Try to keep the shoulders and the hips facing forward. So I want you to try to keep from twisting out to the left. Back foot turned out, keep the back leg straight. Hinge the right knee, try to track the right knee over the ankle. And really think about opening broadly into your chest. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, shift forward by pulling your weight into your right leg. Inhale, carefully lift the back leg up into Warrior Three. Make sure you're keeping the knee of your right leg slightly bent. Inhale, step back to Warrior One. And exhale, open out to Warrior Two. Now in Warrior Two, I want you to try to keep from allowing your right knee to roll into the left. Make sure that you're keeping your knee tracking over your ankle. Deep breaths. See if you can sink down a little bit more deeply into that posture. Inhale, reverse that warrior, reaching your right arm up. Lift your gaze upward. If you're feeling a little bit more flexible into your shoulders, see if you can take the back of your left hand into your low back and or reach all the way around for your right hip. Inhale, exhale, lengthen the right leg and fold into triangle pose. Try to keep your shoulders stacked. If you need to keep the left arm extended upward, you may certainly feel free to do that here as well. See if you can keep the tailbone tucked in, keeping your shoulders lined up with your hips. Inhale, exhale, swim and circle the left arm down and around. Bend the right leg. Take your right hand into the mat. Inhale. Bring your left arm next to your left ear into side angle pose. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, take the left arm downward. Inhale, lift the left heel up. Reach the right arm up, turning to the right. Inhale, exhale, take the right arm down. Bring your hips up, lengthening the right leg into pyramid pose. If you're feeling extra flexible this morning, see if you can reach your fingertips towards the back of the mat. If you need to keep your knees bent, you may certainly feel free to do so here as well. Deep breaths. Inhale, walk your hands forward, coming to lunge position. Exhale, step back to high plank. And we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Really think about pressing up and through your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, take your knees to the mat. Take your hips to your heels. And with your hands towards the back of your neck, extend the elbows forward. 5 breaths. Inhale, extend the arms forward. Come back to tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg to 3-legged dog for 5 breaths. Again, really root down into that base leg, engaging the left hip. Inhale. Exhale, take the left knee to your nose. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose, and step your left foot between your hands. Turn the right foot out to a 45-degree angle. Inhale, arms come up, returning to warrior 1. Again, hips and shoulders are nice and square. Inhale, exhale, fold into your front leg. Inhale, shift into warrior 3. Make sure to keep the knee of that base leg slightly bent. Inhale, step back to warrior 1, and exhale, open out to warrior 2. Really opening your body, creating lots of space for yourself. Expand fully. Inhale, reverse that warrior. And we have the option of either taking the back of the hand to the low back or reaching all the way around for the opposing hip. Inhale, exhale, fold into triangle pose. Again, with the option of reaching the arm up. Inhale, exhale, swim and circle the right arm down and around. Coming back into side angle pose. Inhale, exhale, release the right arm down, lift the right heel, inhale, and reverse that lunge. Inhale, exhale to pyramid. Now you might notice that one side is a little bit tighter than the other. That's perfectly fine. Listen to your body, do not force it. Just a few more breaths. Inhale, exhale to lunge position. Inhale to high plank. Again, make sure to press up and through your shoulders. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, knees to the mat. Hips to heels, elbows extended towards the top of the mat. Inhale, extend the arms forward, come back to tabletop. And as you exhale, curl the toes under, knees and hips come back up to downward facing dog. And we're going to remain here for about 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale, walk your hands to your toes. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up, palms together. Exhale, fingertips towards the nape of your neck. Try to keep from allowing your lower back to arch here. Try to keep from allowing your chin to push forward. That's the challenge. Anytime we're placing leverage towards the back of the neck, it's very easy to want to take the chin forward. So really think about pushing what's called the atlas towards the back of the room. That's in the base of your skull. Push it towards the back of the room with the elbows extended upward. If this is too aggressive for you, instead, keep your elbows flared outward, drawing the shoulder blades together as you keep the tailbone tucked in. Again, really think about pulling your atlas towards the back of the room. Inhale, reach your arms up. See if you can take your gaze upward. And exhale, lower your arms down. Again, inhale, reach your arms up, palms together. Exhale, take your fingertips towards your neck, either with elbows extended upward or your elbows flared outward. Either way, make sure that you're keeping your atlas pushed towards the back of the room. Keep in mind everything is connected, so anything that your neck does, the rest of your body will tend to follow. So if you spend a lot of time with your chin forward, this will have a tendency to cause your shoulders to round forward, your shoulder blades to fan open, and before you know it, you will lose your posture. Your breathing will be incomplete. This will affect how much oxygen your body takes in, so it will create less energy for you, and it can also hinder digestion. So I want you to really focus on keeping the shoulders open with the tailbone tucked in. Try not to allow an extreme low back arch, and really think about keeping the shoulder blades engaged and inward as you pull the back of your head back, chin in towards your neck. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, lower your arms down. And again, one more time. Inhale, reach up, palms together. Exhale, take your fingertips towards the back of your head, towards the back of your neck. Inhale, extend the arms up, and exhale, lower your arms down and fold forward, hinging at your hips. We're going to stay here for just a few breaths. Really think about lengthening into your spine, and really think about pointing your tailbone backwards. If you need to bend the knees slightly to make this happen, you may certainly feel free to do so here. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, walk your hands forward, coming back to downward facing dog. Exhale, knees to the mat. Cross your ankles and roll back to simple cross-legged position. Go ahead and take your feet in front of you and use the strength of your arms to bring your hips to the center of your mat. One vertebrae at a time takes you all the way down to a nice, comfortable supine position. From here, open up your arms. Now, if you're lacking in space to really extend the arms fully, you may certainly feel free to simply extend the elbows out instead, making sure that your elbows are proximal to your shoulders and in alignment with your shoulders. Breathe deeply. Inhale, exhale, take your elbows towards your rib cage, either with your fingertips to your shoulders or arms down by your side. Inhale, slide out the right heel, exhale, slide out the left heel, and start to point your toes, but make sure that you're keeping your toes spread nice and wide. Inhale, exhale, tuck in your tailbone to bring the low back into the mat. Try to keep the legs extended from here. If you do not have your arms lengthened down by your side, go ahead and bring the arms down, palms into the mat. From here, inhale. Exhale, begin to roll the shoulders under and draw the elbows back. Lift your chest and bring a slight back bend into the low back, pointing the tailbone down towards the mat. Open your chin, lifting your chin up, open your neck. Breathe into fish. Really think about opening into the front of the shoulders. Opening into your chest, into your heart, into your abdomen. And from here, bring the tip of your tongue towards the roof of your mouth and open and close your jaw. Inhale, lift your head up. Exhale, release the tailbone, tucking in the tailbone, and slide the elbows forward. Come all the way back down to supine, sliding the heels in. From here, go ahead and windshield wiper your knees from side to side. And bring your knees to center. Inhale, exhale, take your heels close to your glutes, close to your sit bones. Inhale, exhale, tuck in the tailbone, lift your hips up, one vertebrae at a time into bridge. Inhale, exhale, tuck in the tailbone and release the hips down. And again, tuck in the tailbone, lift your hips up. And at the very top, tuck in the tailbone to release the hips down. One last time like this, tuck in your tailbone, lift the hips, and hold here. Now, if you would like to take this a little bit further, go ahead and start to roll the shoulders under once again and interlace your fingers. Breathe. If you need a little bit more of a challenge, go ahead and lift those heels. Again, make sure that you're keeping your toes spread nice and wide. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands, release your shoulders. One vertebra at a time takes your hips all the way down into the mat. And if you have your heels lifted, go ahead and release your heels down. Inhale, exhale, lift your feet just over the mat and take your knees to your chest. Go ahead and hug your knees in. Inhale, exhale, draw your chin to your chest. Now, this is a little bit of a modified approach to plow pose. If you would like to go all the way into plow, we do have the option of keeping those arms down by our side, lifting and lengthening the legs upward. Now from here, inhale, exhale, tuck in the tailbone and slowly lift the hips up, taking the legs up and over into plow. That's completely optional. Listen to your body. Do not force it. And go ahead and release your head down and or take your legs back up and release your feet down into the mat. From here, go ahead and take your right knee out to the right and then take your left knee out to the left with your feet together into reclined cobbler's pose. Relax your hands into your lower abdomen and begin to focus on the rise and fall of your abdomen upon each breath. Inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, lift the left knee. Inhale. Exhale, lift both feet away from the mat. Once again, knees to your chest. From here, start to take your knees wide towards your shoulders. And if you would like to remain here, you may certainly feel free to do so. Otherwise, to take this a little further, releasing a little bit more into the low back and hips. Bring your heels up, flex your feet, toes pointed, and bind your toes into happy baby with the option of shifting from side to side. And hold to center. Inhale. Exhale, bring your feet together, knees together. Inhale, release to prone position. Or rather, supine position. Go ahead and slide out the right heel, followed by your left. Open up your arms. Palms are up, chest is open. Soften your eyes. Unhinge your jaw. And allow your eyes to drift closed, releasing into our Savasana. We're just going to stay here for about 10 breaths. However, if you would like to stay in Savasana a little bit longer, you may certainly feel free to do so. Let go of any and all tension that you may be carrying through all your muscles from your fingertips, traveling all the way down to your toes. Let go of and silence all of your strenuous thoughts. Feel as though your mind is drifting towards the sky and your body is sinking deep within the earth. Let go and focus only on your breathing. On your next inhalation, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing yourselves back into your surroundings. Slide in your right heel, followed by your left. Take your right arm by your right ear and roll over onto your right side. Eyes remain closed. Begin to use the strength of your arms to come all the way up to seated cross-legged position, allowing your eyes to drift open. And once again, palms are up, eyes are soft. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up, bring your palms together, and exhale, hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. If you have any comments as far as any areas of the body that you would like for me to focus on the most, feel free to drop a comment below, and of course, like and subscribe, and make sure to hit that notification button. Have a great day, you guys. Peace.